All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out this Cessna C4 Corvalis TT. This is a beautiful little aircraft. I think it has 350 horsepower, 6 cylinders, and it is a little sports car. They should call it a Corvette, right, of the sky. Beautiful aircraft. We're going to try it out. So here's the stats for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Cruising speed of 235 knots. A fuel burn of 75.30 liters per hour. Max altitude of, whoa, you guessed it, 12,999 feet. Hopefully we'll get better stats because this aircraft is absolutely amazing and beautiful. Coronado Microsoft has made this aircraft. So the range is 1,250 nautical miles. The real stats of this aircraft: crew, pilot 1, passengers 3. Single operational aircraft, lightweight GA aircraft, beautiful design. I love it. This is the only version of it. There is multiple different liveries as well. I like this one. We're going to fly this today. Okay, so the real world stats: empty weight 2,500 pounds, max altitude or max takeoff weight 3,600 pounds, useful load 1,100 or 499 kilos, whatever that is, you know what I'm saying, guys? All right. Length is 25 feet, wingspan 35 or 36 feet 1 inch. Height is 9 feet. Wingspan is 141 square feet. And the engines here look like TSIO 550C air coolant flat 6 engine, 110 horsepower. I don't know how to pronounce the name of this, so this is the stats here that I'm looking at. A surface ceiling of 200 or 2,500 feet. We don't have a surface ceiling here. It doesn't show that, so I wonder what the max altitude in the simulator is. Cruising speed is 220 knots, and over here it says 235. So, well, this is cruising speed too. This is normal's cruising speed of 220 knots. Max range, so really good stats there. All right, let's go ahead and try it out. We'll give it a little bit of a flight, check it out, see how it flies, see how it handles. Let's go, I don't know, to the tropics. Why not, right? A little something different. Just let's see how it flies, see how it handles. I do like Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. It is better than 2020 in my opinion for certain things. I think it's going to continuously get better, and I cannot wait for the updates. Also, the 777 is coming out, which we will probably purchase and do a live stream with. I would like to get the Wingwin 777 P7 PFD or FMC, whatever you want to call it, the flight management system for that. I think that would be a fun addition to the simulator, as well as the panel for the 737. I'm thinking the 737 will work for the 777 panel, hopefully. I don't know, but that would be nice if it did, as I don't want to pay too much for all these products, you know what I mean? It's a beautiful aircraft. Look at this thing, man. This is gorgeous looking inside and out. They did a fantastic job. Coronado always makes really good designs of aircrafts. This does have a spoiler button too right here for the speed brake. Oops. This button right. I don't know if you can see that. I wonder what button actually flips that up and down, or if you have to put something with it. It's kind of hard to get to though. So if you don't know what speed brakes are, those little winglet things there, and they go back into the wing. Pretty cool. I like the animation too. So let's go back inside. Let's put us in the regular seat here. We'll put the battery on, and avionics can come on. Here's your strobe lights and everything. I guess these are all your taxi lights, strobe lights. Oops. This is your battery switches up here, your avionics master, and all the rest of it, just in case you're wondering where it's at. Cabin lighting and all that stuff. I think this would be good to fly even at night. if you needed to. Let's see. Why is this one not working? Oh, okay. Oh, there it goes. Alright. Cool. Alright, let's start this bad boy up. We're gonna go ahead and put the throttle. We'll put that fully forward. Crack that. And it starts right up. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot to crack the fuel open here. There we go. There it goes. Very simple to start. No big deal, right? You put your heat on. Let's see if the... Oh, yeah, look, it did drop. Okay, so it does drop. When you turn off your magnetos here, it does drop the RPMs. So that's pretty cool. So there's a couple cool features about this aircraft. It does have good avionics. We're going to test it out. This is one of the better ones that I've found to fly. I mean, Coronado seems to have a leg up in most of the simulators. This is a side stick, almost like a little bit of an Airbus thing going on, right? I'm flying it with a yoke, but pretty cool. I do like this aircraft, man. It's a fairly nice design here. Whoops. My bad. I went on the outside. I meant to turn the brake off here. Let's go take it out for a little bit of a flight. Put a little power in here. Get rolling. Ground handling is very, very like it feels like a Coronado, like from the beginning days of 2020. Not the best ground handling. I mean, it feels good for the brakes. Maybe it's what it feels like when you move the ailerons. You can feel the aircraft. These are the sounds of the aircraft. It's not very impressive sound-wise, but that's all right. We're just gonna go ahead and take off from this point and see if we can. It's not bad, but it's like, I don't know how to describe it. We're gonna put it in one notch of flap. This was the best aircraft that was working in the simulator before the update, by the way. But now there seems to be a little bit of better aircrafts in here so far. This one's not bad, but the noises are not the best. We're gonna put power in here. And let's give it a shot here. Already at 40 knots. I put one notch of flaps in, by the way. 60 knots. We're gonna start pulling back here on the yoke. 70 knots. And we're up. 80 knots. It sounds okay on the outside. The inside, too, is not bad. Flaps are coming up here. I'm going to take the RPMs out. A little bit of turbulence over the trees. I do like that Microsoft Flight Simulator does that. When you're flying over these trees, you get a lot of ground. You see how the plane's shaking around as soon as you get above the trees here? Seems like there's more turbulence, which is quite interesting, man. That's I'm guessing that's accurate. Let's get out over the ocean here and we'll do some testing. Definitely looks beautiful. Nothing like a nice tropical flight, right? Little sightseeing on the beach here. Alright, let's go ahead and do a stall. I'm going to do a power on stall here. Pointing the nose up 15 degrees, power all the way on. We're going to just continue to climb. Man, this thing can climb. 90 knots. We're at 2,000 feet, 80 knots. Very strong engine, that's for sure. Starting to snap the left wing there. 2,300 feet. Alright, let's try that again with power off stall. Power is coming back off. Nose up. Holding the speed. It's just trying to get the nose down right now. There it goes. It dropped the nose. Okay. Aggressive nose drop. Ah, it's not bad. It handles alright. Very fun to fly. Smooth. You know, right and left. Up and down. Ground handling needs a little bit of work. Overall, it's a pretty basic aircraft. Very nice. Definitely a fun one. It's got the Garmin avionics in it, the G1000. So you could definitely do some good flight planning with this if you want to fly a nice general aviation. Now the view is not the best in this one because everything's kind of low looking. But if you're into this, it does look like a beautiful aircraft on the outside. But as far as the views, it's not the best. I wonder if... Oh, you can pop out the avionics with this too, which is nice. So you could do a separate screen. In 2024 they did this, which really helps. So you could put it on a different screen so you could at least see your airspeeds and everything. I always love that about this. I forgot that they do that. I didn't know that they do that in all aircrafts or just some. But they do it in this. You could do it with both screens, I believe. Let me just double check so I don't make it up. Yep, you can. Alright, cool. Let's give it a landing. We're doing way too fast of a landing here. Let me put some flaps in. I definitely overspeed the flaps. I know. I damaged the flaps. But what are you going to do? This one's very slippery, so sometimes you will need to use that speed brake, by the way. Fixed gear landing. I mean, fixed gear landing. Yeah, land. Whoa. Look at that. I love the way that this handle. You see, like, you gotta... that's the thing that I love about Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 versus 2020, guys. Let me just shut this down real quick. I want to show you this. So it's a beautiful aircraft, right? But the one thing that I could tell you that I really like is that ground handling. You see how it bounces around like that? And when you're landing, you get like a full feeling of all the elements of the aircraft. The up, the down, the right, the left. In 2020, it seems like it's just boring, like straightforward, and that's it. When you start flying 2024 and then you go back to 2020, it's almost like, why am I flying on 2020? You know, I used to love 2020. I used to not want to go to 2024 too. I was one of them, but after flying for a while on 2024, it is incredibly hard to go back to 2020. I would love to delete 2020, but I have so many aircrafts that I paid for in that one. I cannot do it. It would just not make financial sense as of now, but I will eventually to free up some space and just have 2024 because I'm pretty sure this is all you're going to need. Once the planes can get ported over, which I'm still having trouble with some of them, you know, like I would love to figure out how to put the Duke in there, but I cannot do that at this point. I know we got the Starship coming out. I'm looking forward to that one. And also the Cessna, I believe, is coming out next month in a couple days. The Cessna CJ4, I believe it is. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And we have a release of the 777. Probably the time you see this, it's released to the public, but I'm probably going to try that one out as well with the 3 different engines. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This is a beautiful aircraft. Definitely would recommend it. It's not the highest one on my list, but I would give it a solid 8 for sure out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are on this beautiful aircraft, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.